What music they make.
Sejam bem-vindos a mais um podcast de metal global. Hoje a conversa é com as suecas de Gems, na pessoa da vocalista Guernica Mancini. Antes da conversa com as de Gems, não quero mais lembrar que tem a versão rádio em exclusivo na RTP Play, é passar por lá e procurar por Metal Global. Ora bem, as suecas de Gems lançaram o seu novo trabalho, Year of the Snake, em março. O trio sueco, que se formou a partir de ex-membros das Thundermother, consolida assim o seu espaço no panorama do hard rock atual. Recentemente a banda anunciou a saída da baterista Emlee Johansson por questões pessoais. Na altura que tive a conversa com a vocalista Guernica, ainda não se sabia da saída da baterista, não faço ideia se na altura já era falado entre a banda da saída de Emlee ou não. Sei que esse tema não veio à baila, obviamente. Seja como for, para falar então de Year of the Snake, das The Gems, a conversa com a vocalista Guernica Mancini. Hello Guernica, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Everything is good. Busy day.
Thank you for doing this quicker.
It's okay. I was ready. I was just drinking a coffee in the kitchen. So.
Okay, nice.
It's been busy days for you?
It's a little interviews here and there every day.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
I have rehearsal at 7, and that's why I was like, oh, if we could do this earlier, then I can get there quicker.
Very good. And, before we talk about Year of the Snake, let's talk about the Gems. What was the most difficult part of starting a new band for you?
I guess it was a little the ego, to be completely honest, because we worked so hard and we were so close of almost breaking. So that kind of killed the ego a little bit, which I guess is a good thing at the end of the day. It's a very humbling experience having to go backwards. But now, I'm super happy because it wasn't attainable to be in a negative situation like that. So, yeah. And I also feel like I'm very proud of everything that we've accomplished in 3 years, which, we've done quite a lot.
And, having that previous experience, that kind of helped, starting the Gems. What mistakes could not be made again.
Exactly. And also people in the industry reaching out and wanting to work with us because they could see how much how big of a part we played in the evolution of our old band, sound-wise and stuff. Both me and Emily wrote on the 2 albums that are most successful today. So that's something I'm proud of, and we just continued on that creative path that we started there. But yeah.
When did you start working on the Year of the Snake songs?
We started writing it, I think, in the summer of 24. We started pretty early working on songs, just because we wanted to give ourselves a little more time.
And do you remember what was the first song that came out of those sessions? The one that, was almost done, so to say.
Oh, that's a great question. I can't remember at all. It might be something that didn't even make the album, because we had a few songs like that too. But I wish I knew. I can't remember now. I know Gravity has been with us for a long time, though.
Yeah. When you have those ideas, do you throw away many ideas, or do you keep them and maybe in a year or 2 years' time, you go back to them to see if you can change anything or rearrange something like that? Or you prefer to work on a new idea and forget about all that's in the past?
No, it depends. I think it's good sometimes to have stuff to go back to, because you might come in with a new perspective, and sometimes you're just in a funk creatively. So it's nice to have something already kind of started, and then you can try to work around it. But every situation is different. But we have like a little, we call it a lyric cemetery, where we just have every bits and pieces and stuff. Inspiration.
Well, what's the oddest place you had an idea, for a lyric, maybe? Let's say a lyric. Was there any time that, let's say, you're in a restaurant and all of a sudden an idea popped up and you were like, sorry, I just need to write something up?
No, not in that way, but like Happy Water is one of those things where I was in Vietnam for many weeks in the beginning of last year. And it was actually my birthday. We were on this like trip to an island, and one of the stops on the trip was first we had like fishes that were like eating on your feet or whatever, but then the other stop was these like big jugs of alcohol, which they called Happy Water, which is basically Vietnamese moonshine. And it was like a big cobra inside, and there was like all fruits, and everyone had to drink. And they also told us that they say 100%, 100, like that's how they say cheers. And so I was just like, I wrote everything down. Like there was a Happy Water. It sounds ridiculous, but this is actually really cool. Nobody's written about this. And then also the 100%, like all these like little details. So a lot of the stuff on the album has kind of been like that. Like I was on a road trip, we did Route 66, and I kept seeing the sign like buckle up, like, so you never know. And then I always try to like write it down as soon as I hear or see something that we could use.
So normally like a day-to-day can serve as an inspiration for you and for the band to write music and lyrics.
100%. Like Go Along to Get Along. It was a documentary about women in hip hop. I was like, I'm writing that down. And the same, like I'm listening to a podcast and they're like, you can get inspiration everywhere. But then obviously you shape it into whatever you want it to be. But there's inspiration in anything.
Do you take many notes on the phone normally? I mean, you said the lyric cemetery. I'm sure if you get ideas on your phone, you probably have like a big list of like a cemetery almost.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's like in period, like especially when you're in the songwriting phase, you're I guess more actively writing down stuff. But yeah, I have my notes on my phone where I write down lyric ideas or themes that I want to talk to, and then I'll add it to this document that we have. That's so if I'm, for example, can't attend a writing session, the girls can use my ideas and start something. Like so, we can always like collaborate and be part of it, and then
Cool. And from the You're the Snake record, what was the song that was the quickest to be finished? And the one that took a bit more time than usual, if you remember.
There was a few. No, a few. I think Diamond in the Rough took a while to like really settle on the form of the song, and also Happy Water had a few back and forth. Like we couldn't really land on the like I had this like top line idea. Or I send the girls a few ideas, and then we had to like, because I don't play an instrument, I just come up with ideas and I like put it on my phone. And so there was like a snippet of that we could use, and then our producer also came in and was like, we need to have, I guess, a more clear hook. So then we worked on that. So there's a few of those songs that we had. But then I think Hot Bait went really fast.
Yeah. And you have Gravity, you have Emlee Johansson from Majestica. How did that collaboration come about?
Him and I did a charity song last year here in Sweden. And so, I mean, we had met before because we played Sabaton Cruise in 23. But that when we obviously were there singing together, we had a bit more of an opportunity to get to know each other and talk. And me being the way I am, I asked them there and there, like then, like if we do a duet, like have a duet on our album, would you be interested in being part of that? And he just said, yeah, of course, just write to me. And then when we decided we wanted Gravity to be the duet or the song that we had a collaboration on, he just felt like the perfect singer for that because he has the vocal range, and he's just an amazing singer. So we were very happy. He was just like, yeah, of course, I would love to. So it's been super nice, super down to earth, and that's how we like it. We want to work with nice people that are super talented.
Yeah. And he's super talented. I remember before he joined Sabaton, he like whatever, I forgot now, the Rednecks, whatever is the name was, and he did the stuff on YouTube, and it was amazing. I mean, he did everything on his own, and it was like crazy how talented he is. And you know, when he joined Sabaton was great, but you know, with Majestica, I think is where he's at home, really, you know, doing his stuff, because he's really good. And Ear of the Snake, what's that about? It's not about being venomous or anything like that, is it?
No, it's more about it's inspired by the Chinese astrology, and it being about like shedding your skin and changes and evolution of yourself, and you know, all these like big things that happen. And I think a lot happened for people last year if they think about it, but also Mona and Emlee are born in the year of the snake. So in 2024, when we were talking about names and themes and stuff for the album, year of the snake came up. I'm pretty sure I came up with it because I'm very much into astrology and everything alternative. And Phoenix was released on my birthday, the 26th of January, so we thought it would be a fun idea to do something more personal with the girls, like Year of the Snake. And then when you start looking into what the Year of the Snake means, and, you know, a lot of the themes that we were writing about fits that pretty well.
Yeah. And is it kind of hard to leave old habits behind for you? Or are you the kind of person that's able to, you know, move on and move forward with things, and, you know, what's in the past?
I think a lot of these songs are wishful thinking. We always want to have a positive, you know, like look on everything and the light at the end of the tunnel. But like, for example, Forgive and Forget, that was something that I've been thinking quite a lot about, because I can easily say I forgive you, but I usually don't forget. So, and it was something that I had been thinking so much, like in family and relationships with friends and whatever, that usually if you manage to forgive and actually forget, then you don't carry around that heaviness.
Yeah.
So there's a wish of being able to do that better. Just like live and let go. Like, you know, like all these things that we have been writing about is, I guess, a wish of becoming a better version. And eventually, if you think about self-fulfilling prophecies, then I'm hoping that eventually I'm going to be really good at just letting go of stuff that doesn't do me any good.
You know, I wish, you know, when it comes to forget, I could do that. I can forgive everyone, but I don't forget.
Me too.
It's just one of those things. And the problem is the triggers. You know, sometimes when a similar situation happens, all that comes back, and you start wondering again, you know, what the hell?
Yeah.
and you know, being, you know, you're into astrology and stuff. I have a friend that, you know, every time, you know, we speak, and she's always talking about the signs and, you know, the moon and everything. What is the attraction for you about astrology?
For me, it's just, I just think it's so interesting, and it's something I would like to learn better. It would be super cool to be able to read my own charts. I've always been a very proud Aquarius. So, I mean, I guess I just love and enjoy all the like alternative things. And I've always done that. And I'm very much like, I mean, I know, I guess, more than the average person about my own stars, like my chart. And I'm a lot of just air and fire. So I guess I can trigger myself. Like my moon sign is Sagittarius. So it's like, but it's like so much Aquarius, so much Sagittarius. It's crazy. But I don't know. I think it's interesting. And I also think that being spiritual and believing in something bigger than yourself is really comforting and nice.
Yeah.
But I just don't like organized religion is not for me, because as soon as anyone is too religious or too extreme, it just freaks me the fuck out. Like that. Yeah.
And, you know, for me, it's give me astrology any day, before organized religion. You know, I'd much rather believe in the position of the stars and the moon and the earth than in something that we know it doesn't exist in a way.
Yeah, but the stars are very much involved in the Bible. I mean, they're everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, they were the guides, you know, when you were in the sea, you know, that's how people would get around. So, you know.
Exactly.
They were like the guide, they were like the whatever thing.
What's your star sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
A Capricorn. Oh, you're just before me then.
Yes, I was born December 29th, you know.
Oh, wow. Okay, just before New Year's Eve.
Yeah. And
do you know your Chinese sign?
I used to know, but I forgot about it. I'm not sure, but I'm not sure if I was a rat or something like that. Probably.
It's a good sign. I mean, yeah, maybe. I'm a tiger.
Oh, that's... I always loved the Chinese signs better than the... I think there was more, you know, I don't know, I wouldn't say probably a bit more of a glamour in a way, unless you were a pig, because I don't...
Yeah, exactly, a pig or a rooster.
Yeah. And, you know, how do you become a musician? How do you become involved in music? What did inspire you to pursue this career?
I mean... My parents always listened to a lot of music at home. My dad is a drummer. I mean, on a hobby level, but he's a drummer. So I was always like around it in a sense. And growing up, like watching all the pop artists, and I like a lot of the songs, like there's some songs about like being alone quite a lot. And when I was I was really young, I watched a lot of MTV because I was kind of bullied. I didn't really have that many friends. So like MTV was my friend, which is really sad. But at the same time, it inspired me, like all the videos and all the musicians there. And then all the pop artists that came, you know, all the big pop stars. And I was a big Spice Girls fan. But then... I think, in high school, I've always, like, I started my first, like, band in junior high, I think it's called in English. And it was fun, and I was also playing basketball, and I always wanted to do, like, be the best at everything that I did. So at that time, I was like, should I be a basketball pro? You know, I'm not good at basketball today. I don't even know if I can do a layup. But anyways, at that time, I was very much, like, into basketball and music, and I was always taking singing lessons since I was a kid. So music has always been a part, like, throughout my whole life, and singing in choirs and blah, blah. And then in high school, I went to this, like, I wouldn't call it a convention, but a thing for, I was also very much part of the student government and stuff. Okay. Like, I'm really... I didn't have anything to not be in class. But it was like a thing that they had for students. And then I did a test, and it was like, it just came out. It was just like, I want to have music as my vardag, which is, I want music daily. Yeah. Like, I want it to be my daily thing. And that was kind of eye-opening, because it is kind of scary to make that decision, to be like, you know, that's not the most safe career choice. Yeah. But so once I did that, I was just like, and I always, like, at a very young age, I was like, I don't want to live with regrets, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I just decided that music needed to happen for me. So I went to MI and studied music in LA, and Musicians Institute is the school. And there I really found my voice, and rock music. I really got into rock a lot more there at that time. So, yeah, and now I'm here.
And you're well. You know, for me, it's like, is there any safe career these days anyway? You know, that would, I mean... What? I
mean, maybe if I decided to be like a doctor or a lawyer or something, or finance, or yeah, maybe there's not 100% safe careers, but at least, you know, you study and you know you're that. Whereas... Yeah. I studied music business, and I'm using it daily, but I still need to hustle and do all these things. You're more like an entrepreneur. Yeah. As a musician, you need to do everything.
What is the most, you know, these days everybody talks about, you know, how expensive it is to go on tour. tell me how hard it is to actually be on the road and actually make any money, because people think, why the band doesn't play, in my city? And sometimes it's, if they only knew how expensive it actually is to rent a tour bus, go on tour and play. Sometimes places are so far. In Europe, even in Europe, we're not that far apart, but it is still far. How hard it is for a band to make any money live?
I mean, it's so hard, especially if you want to go on tour in Europe. I feel like we're still in a good position. I mean, we're in a slightly better position because we had the reputation from before, but we're still at a situation that in some countries they don't want to pay us anything. And if we do want to go to certain, that's why some countries we have to wait, because they're not paying anything, and all the money you can make is from selling your T-shirts, basically. Yeah. And that's a big risk. And we've all done this for so long that we are very cautious about the risk taking nowadays, because we've done all the mistakes before. We've done the touring we need to be able to be on stage. You know what I mean? So when we do certain risk, we know, like, because we have our own company, so we need to make sure to put money aside to be able to do certain things, to afford going certain places, because it is that expensive. But we also apply for grants. Sometimes we get them, sometimes we don't, and that helps a lot, like paying the bus and things like that. But you need to be really creative in how to get your money. But also selling the merchandise is extremely important. And then I don't know, because it's like, you don't want to be negative to bands starting off, but in the beginning you kind of have to see it as it is the main hobby of your life, because you're not going to be making that much any money at all, really. It's kind of like either you go on golf trips, or you try to be a rock star. Or whatever expensive hobbies that people have. You know what I mean? That's how it is in the beginning.
And you have a tour planned for March and April. It's a short European run. What are the plans after that for the jams?
After that, we're doing some shows in Sweden, and the festival season starts. So it's like some festivals in Germany. We're going to Spain to play Resurrection Fest. So that's exciting. And then, festivals in the summer. And then we're right now trying to plan more touring for the fall as well. So we can do like the second leg of the tour, and also go back and play like our show in Barcelona was awesome. It was packed. It was amazing. And we really, really want to go back and play both Madrid, Barcelona, like more places in Spain, obviously. So hopefully we can do like a long weekend in the fall as well. But we also have to plan much more now, because Mona just became a mother last year too. So we need to like do things very deliberate and very focused, which I think is great, because then we don't waste time on things that, like you might have done before just because, but now it's more like, this is our career, we need to focus.
So it makes more sense for bands to do like a 2-week, 3-week run at the best, and then plan another leg or something like that, instead of going 2 months on the road, because it's to me that's just draining finances. Like, it's idiotic. Like, I know still people do it, and we did it in 5 weeks in 24, I think it was. And it was something that we just said after that tour. We were like, we're never doing that again, unless we're at like Scorpion level, like we're flying in, it's comfortable. Like, everyone got sick on that tour. Like, everything that you could imagine happened on that tour. I feel like after 2 weeks, your body is starting to feel it. So it's better to just do 2 weeks, or maybe maximum 3, and then have a break, and then go at it again. Very good. All right, Guernica, thank you very much for your time. All the best for the jams and the Year of the Snake. Hopefully you can come to Portugal and play some shows.
You're in Portugal?
Yes.
Sorry. No, I thought you were in Spain. I apologize.
It's just beside Spain. It's fine. Don't worry.
No, but your name also, Jorge. I don't know.
it's George. Normally it's
it's George. Really? Yeah. I was like, Jorge Botas.
No, but it's okay. I know you were supposed to play in Portugal on that longer tour for Phoenix, but it didn't happen. You know, you have to cancel and reschedule some shows. But hopefully, you know, maybe this year at the end or next year you can come to Portugal and finally, you know, show us what you do on stage.
It's actually my roots. No, I'm just kidding.
All right.
I think one of my last names is from there, Ledesma.
Is it?
Ish, Iberia. But anyways,
that's good.
yeah, we would, of course, love to go to Portugal. But that was like a logistic nightmare last time. And we had sold like one ticket. We were like, if we go there, we're going to go lose so much money, so it's impossible to do it. So I'm sorry. I apologize to everyone there that wanted.
Yeah, it was.
Those 10 people that wanted to come.
It was. I think it was just the timing, because there was like a lot of shows, or you know, I know it was a weird time for bands to be here, because I know there was a lot of bands that had to, you know, not play or play to really few people. I don't know what happened, but it was crazy.
It was because it was not too long after COVID, like, and everyone was touring at the same time. It was like everything that should have happened in 22, 23, you know, it was moved to 24, so it was just overly packed.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that if this album does well enough and we can keep working the way we have, then maybe we can go on tour with a bigger band, and it would be more natural, so we actually get an audience when we play there. And then we can start building something from there. Yeah,
you know, sometimes that's the key, you know, just to come as a support of a bigger band to show what you're capable of, and then you can come on your own and, you know, play.
I have to say, I love your Baby Yoda. I have the same.
Yeah, ever since I got it, you know, it stays there. It's my savior, you know. He keeps me safe at night.
No, it's amazing. I love the Baby Yoda.
Yeah, I love it too. It's like, you know, my nephew loves it as well. Every time he wants to take it, I say like, no, Baby Yoda stays here. All right, Guernica, thank you very much. All the best for the jams, and hopefully we'll see you in Portugal. All right, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
See you
Bye-bye.
soon.
Bye. Metal Global foi conversa com a vocalista das The Gems, Guernica Mancini, para contar tudo sobre a novidade da banda sueca intitulado Year of the Snake. Este é o novo álbum das suecas que saiu no passado dia 13 de março com o selo da Napalm Records, e é um álbum que traz uma novidade especial. Conta com a primeira colaboração de sempre do grupo, que convidou Emlee Johansson, ex-Sabaton, para participar no tema Gravity, uma faixa com uma forte inspiração na sonoridade dos anos de 1980. E assim chega ao final deste programa. Dúvidas ou sugestões? É enviar e-mail jorge.botas@rtp.pt. Visite o site metalglobal.pt e sigam-me no Twitter e Instagram em @mountainking. Façam like na página de Facebook do Metal Global e, claro, se estão a ouvir esta versão podcast em Apple Podcasts, Spotify ou YouTube Music, subscrevam para não perder nenhum episódio. Eu volto no próximo programa. Forte abraço.
Children of the night, you will live through the centuries to come, as I have lived. Good night.